In New York, concrete jungle where dreams.
I would totally sing along if I remember the lyrics.
You know this song? Anyway,
Okay,
ladies
jumping on the
and
spot.
gentlemen,
Hello.
welcome Laura James. Woo! A little bit more from back there, please. Well, thank you. So, Laura, sorry, we've got a little bit of wind up here, but it's cool. It's like a Beyonce wind machine for both of us. Hey. Laura is, I'm going to toot her horn a little bit here, an IMG model, a very successful model. She was for a long time the face of Equinox, which American people will get. We don't really have it in the UK. Or
Wait,
Europe.
should I like...
Yeah, look at that. Wow. But I would love to just ask you how you got started, because she has quite an interesting story.
The way I got started modeling was very reluctant because I was very, very shy growing up, and I still don't really feel that comfortable in front of a camera.
By the way, I'm in heels and she's not, just to give you an idea.
I'm
of,
really
like, how
tall. So I moved to New York from Finland, where I grew up, and I started studying fashion design at Parsons. And at my internship, they thought I was there for the casting, and I was like, no, I'm an intern. They thought I was a model, and I wasn't, and they sent me to IMG, and I was like, I have like this full sleeve of tattoos, and like
Give us a tattoo. Look at that.
Woo! No, don't put me on the spot. Like,
So
this
they
is
sent you to IMG.
They sent me to IMG, and I was already 25 at the time, so I was like, they're not gonna
So
want to
it's never
sign
too
me.
late.
It's never too late. And like, I'm old for a new face. Like, and IMG is such a huge agency. Like, why would they want me? And they did. They were excited. And then
So when you went in, what did
Yeah.
they do? Did they do that whole thing where you do Polaroids?
when I went in, they took me into one of the meeting rooms, and I met with a few of the bookers, and they just like asked me a bunch of questions about me and my life, and we didn't even take any photos. They were just like, "You're great."
Really?
Yeah. And then later, then we
You
took.
signed to IMG without even taking photos?
They
Are
had
you joking?
they saw pictures of me. So who discovered me was Evelyn Juice, and I love her to death. She's amazing, and she works for Korean Waitfeld, just like big deal. And because she was the one who was asking me if I wanted to go, I was like, well, if you think I should go, then I
Yeah,
probably
that is
should, because
right.
like I respect your opinion. And so Evelyn had sent them like a few photos of me. And yeah, and then I went in and they were like, great, let's sign you. And I was like, oh my God, okay, cool.
By the way, it's
Sweaty.
New York City summer.
Yeah.
It's quite hot. And humid.
I'm hoping that it's going to come across as
And
just being
stick
like
to
really
you.
dewy.
We might be
and
like
glowy.
the influencers with the natural highlighter.
Yeah, it's sweat.
Yeah.
Sweat. That's cool. It's the secret.
So what happened? How did you get the Equinox one?
My agent sent them my pictures, and then it was shot by Stephen Klein, which is like a big deal. And I went to meet him. It was really cool, and I was really nervous. I was like, oh my God, it's such a big deal. Yeah, and then they booked me.
And then
'Cause
what
they
was
liked
that
me.
shoot like?
The shoot was like so pro that I like shot for like 5 minutes, because they had thought everything. They had thought about everything. They had lighting, they had the like position, they had like, it was just me going in and then finding like the perfect angle, and then
Wait, what was the
Snap,
pose? Give
snap.
us the pose. Insert Laura's Equinox pose.
what's this thing called in English?
Milking a cow.
No, that's this. That's this.
harp.
Harp. So I was a
David got it.
I was a harpist. So I was just like, they like made my hands all bloody, and like I had bandages like a boxer, and then I was just standing there like this. Like, really badass.
Oh!
Six-pack.
Oh! Wait, you had one in real life, or they gave you one?
I had one.
Another.
I trained for it.
So we're back. Just dropped off the dog. That's good.
You have to take care of your dog.
You know, sometimes you just have to look after a small, fluffy Maltipoo.
Yes.
So,
Beaches.
Miss Laura, the last thing I would like to know is,
Mhm.
so obviously, probably when you started, social media wasn't such a big thing, right?
It wasn't like the same thing as it is now.
Yeah.
And for me, like my social at the time was just like for my friends,
Yeah.
and like, you know, like I'm a visual person, I do photography and blah blah blah. So
Photography, fashion design, modeling, she does it all.
all of it. Also ride horses. Did I mention that? Yes, I did. No. but now it's become such a huge part of the industry, and as a model, I kind of have nostalgia for a time what I wasn't a model, but when there was not as much responsibility on you to like have a huge following and create content.
So they want you to have a big following. And
yeah, I remember when I started going to castings, they would ask you what your Instagram handle is and how many followers you have. And I remember one casting in particular, they were like, if you have under 10,000, that's like nothing. So you have to have at least 10K to like even be like real. I'm like just like a few followers, like under 10. So follow me.
She's not legit.
Follow me. Make me legit.
What are you at, James Laura?
Shout out. At James Laura. Yeah, but I personally like. It makes me feel uncomfortable, kind of, and just it stresses me out because I feel like, oh my god, when am I gonna post? And like oh, I haven't posted in 3 days, and I don't know if that's just like me putting pressure on myself. And I don't know how people even get huge followings, honestly. I'm like, what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Well, I was going to ask you for some tips, but obviously you're not the person to ask.
Don't ask me. Yeah, like I have friends who have like really big followings, and they're like, Laura, you should get on it because you'll get a better rate. You'll get paid more money if you have more followers. You'll book more jobs because now it's like brands see it as free advertisement, you know, because they'll be like, oh, well, this girl has 1 million followers, so 1 million people more will see it.
Yeah, exactly.
When,
so
in my opinion, it's often actually the girls who have like big followings and like, you know, like do a lot of lingerie, Victoria's Secret and stuff like that. I don't think a majority of their followers are actually target audience for the brands that they work with. So from a business standpoint, I don't know if it actually is like correlating.